Are you tired of tweaking hex code and still not getting your app to look on brand? What if I told you that there is a free tool that comes along with Uno and that can give you a beautiful look and feel, a very responsive theme, including light and dark mode with just a JSON file. And you can plug that theme file right into your Uno platform app and run it on Android, iOS, Windows, and even Linux from a single code base. Hey folks, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to show you how we can design a professional brand ready theme using Materials Theme Builder and apply it inside our Uno platform app. We will start by designing our color palette and exporting that into a JSON file, and then we'll plug that file straight into our Uno XAML code. And all of this is going to work across Android, iOS, Windows, web and desktop, because of course Uno has got that functionality. Alright, so with this said, with this context set, let's jump into the video and start coding. Okay, so we have already looked into the part 1 where we have learned how we can create a new Uno platform app on our Mac. So today I'm not going to really tell all the steps around it, but yes, one of the steps which will help us to make a custom theme as per of our brand, we are going to just focus on that very step. Okay, so here is the live template wizard that Uno gives us. Let's name our project over here this time as Uno Theme Builder POC. Let's hit start. Okay, so we are going to go away with .NET 9, let it be that. Platform, let it be Android, iOS, WebAssembly and everything else. Presentation, let it be MVPM, markup, XAML, theme. Okay, so if you have looked into the part 1, you would recall that we didn't really check this import Uno DSP over there. But today we are going to select this import Uno DSP and the theme service, both of these things. For extensions, let it be all the default ones and the HTTP. Features, okay, let it be the default ones again. For authentication, let it be none. Application, okay. Testing, okay. Let's not, let's not select any of these right now. And the save pipeline away always again will be none. Let's hit create and we get this new command over here. Let's copy this, open our terminal, and I already have a directory with the name of Uno apps. So let's cd into that and let's paste this command over here now. And we shall get a new Uno app ready in just a couple of seconds. Yes, so it is restoring all the NuGet packages and the restore is done. And we are good with the project. So let's cd into this new project. So the name is Uno Theme Builder POC. And let's start VS Code on this directory. So it has come up on my other screen. Let me bring it onto the screen I'm recording. And here we are. This is the Uno Theme Builder POC. And these are the things that we get. Alright, cool. So if we look at the solution structure again, you would see there is this styles folder. And over here we get a color palette override.json file and a color palette override.xml file. So if we look at this, we will see that there are several colors that it has mentioned. It has said primary, on primary, secondary, tertiary, and some color for errors and all those kind of things. So what happens is, as soon as I add a new control, some of these colors will be picked up and the control is rendered in that color. Okay, let us quickly run it and let's see what exactly do we see over here. So let's run it on Chrome and let's see what happens. What kind of colors do we get? This is the default template that we use to, quickly generate a new Uno project for us. I will see a set of colors on my UI. And those colors will definitely not match my branding colors, or maybe, the default ones that we get. They do not necessarily all the time match with what the colors that we want. So I kind of get a blue button, a black border, and a white text box with a black border. Okay, cool. But this is not what I want. Okay, my brand colors are a little different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this website, and I'll share the link of this website in the description. So you can hit it from there. And over here, I can actually design the theme, choose my colors and everything else, and the fonts and everything else. Okay. Okay. So for an example, right now, I've chosen a set of theme and I'll show you guys. Okay. So this is the theme that I have chosen. I want my primary color to be this shade, whose Xcode is this, my secondary to be this, and neutral to be this, and you can choose a set of your own brand colors, but for me, for now, I've chosen these many shade. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this website, and over here I can see a set of primary, secondary, and tertiary colors, and I'm going to change them now. So for my primary, I'm going to give it a hex of this. So I'm going to copy this over here, come back and remove this, and instead give this and hit apply. And just make sure that you check this checkbox over here. Okay. And for secondary, I'm going to again change this to this secondary color over here. I'm going to copy it and then paste it over here. Cool. Apply. Then the tertiary color, let it be this. Error, let it be this. And for neutral, let's keep it this. Okay. So if you want, you can also change the hue, the tone, and the chroma of these things. So, but for now, let's live with this. Okay, so now if you see, now every time I add a button, I'm going to get something of this kind. Okay, my text fields, the inside of the text field is going to be, this grayish kind of thing if I use a different text field, or it could be this. My night mode colors or dark mode is going to be this thing. So we are going to see this in action now. Okay, let's come back to the light mode. Okay. And now let's pick our fonts. So if you come to this very bottom, you will see that pick your fonts thing is there. I'm going to click that. And over here, let's choose a default system font. Let it be something that is very much evident. So let it be this. I'm not really sure how it looks. Okay, so let's change it to something else. Okay, so this is my kind of primary, the main titles will be of these font. And if I come to body and labels, let it be this able. Okay, no, something else maybe. Yeah, so this looks okay. I mean, we will be able to easily figure out that if my font have actually changed. So my body labels are going to be this and my title are going to be of this font. Okay. Now, if you come to the very bottom of this page, you will see this export theme button over here. I hit that and I get this option to export my theme. I can do it in XML or a Dart file or a CSS, but for now I'm going to do it or export this into a JSON format. So the file has downloaded, and let's get back to our Visual Studio Code. And if I come over here, this JSON color palette override JSON I already had. Okay, I'm going to open the file that I just downloaded, and let's go to download, and this is my file. I'll open this, and these are the set of colors that I put. I'm going to copy all of this, come back to my color palette override, delete everything, and hit Control V, and let's hit save. Okay, so these are going to be my new set of colors. Now I'm going to build my application. Okay, let me close these files and let me close this. My JSON is going to be this, and my color override palette or color palette override has a primary color of this. Now I'm going to build it, and you will see that the primary color has changed. You see, it has now changed to something else. So it will in fact So it will now in fact start to match with the theme that we built. Okay. So let the build be complete and we are going to run the application then. Okay, so it failed with some 2 errors. Something to do with the Xcode because we chose the iOS platform also. So do not worry about that. We are not really going to deploy it on Mac. So just we are going to run it as a WebAssembly on Chrome. So let me start the debugging now and we'll see the new colors come into life. You see now the button earlier which was blue, it is now of this shade, the black shade. The foreground is this, and I believe if I enter something, let's say Arshad Dynamite, go to my second page. So you see the font also has changed to this. Okay, so this was it pretty much about how we can actually build our theme quickly in the app theme builder with Uno. So if this video helped you and you find it useful, please give it a thumbs up, like this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more such Uno related content. Keep watching, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one.